Otra vez con mi compadre en la capital de Texas, cantando con mis amigos, tomando unas cervezas. Ay, qué lindas tejanitas, de los pies a la cabeza. Hoy el pueblo está de gala porque canta Rubén Ramos. Es uno de los maestros de la música tejana. Que destapen la tequila, esta noche celebramos. Qué bonita es la cultura y la vida del tejano. Somos una gran familia, nos tratamos como hermanos. Venimos de sangre azteca y somos americanos. Qué bonito es la vida, la que vive el tecano. Otra vez con mi compadre en la capital de Texas, cantándole a mis amigos, tomando unas cervezas. Ay, qué lindas tejanitas, de los pies a la cabeza. Qué bonita es la cultura y la vida del tejano. Somos una gran familia, nos tratamos como hermanos. Venimos de sangre azteca y somos americanos. Qué bonito es la vida, la que vive el tecano.
Order Moz, man, bringing you back, man, to a lot of the great music, man, right there, man. Order Moz, man, we know how to open up a show, man. We got a live guest tonight, man. We got live guests every week, man. Monday through Thursday, man, are the shows, something like that. Unos saludos, man, para the beautiful Darlene Garza Benavides. Bienvenidos a todos. Metro Radio, One of my man, I like that jam right there, man. I like it so much, man. It's an awesome single, awesome hit, man. Also, man, I want to give a shout out, man, to Avia Cardena, man. She was on our show last night, man. She's a Saudi artist. She could sing Mexican. She could sing it all, man. So if you never heard of her, man, be sure to give her a follow on all her social media platforms. We got a lot of interviews going on, man. We got a lot of things going on the New Mexico Radio Talk Show. God bless you guys, man. Thank you for listening into our talk show. And no, we just want to give everybody thank yous to all our shows, man. And um we are just having a good time, all right? Um listen up, guys. We got a lot of information, man. We got a lot of things going on, man, with the New Mexico Radio Talk Show, man. It's happening this week, man. Real quick, man. We got let me see. I'm looking at my calendar. No, just kidding. Yeah, 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 yeah. So we got a lot of interviews coming up this week, guys. We just had Alvia Cardena um yesterday. We just had We had to move Frank Salazar to another date. So we got a special guest tonight. We got Cici Salinas. We got Barbie Chick on the fourth, man, and then we got Frank Salazar on the fifth, man. So we're just keeping it rocking, keeping it rolling, rolling. No, just kidding. Oh man, we're just having so much fun, man. And then we got Chantel Martinez, man, coming in as well, man. And then we got Nora Bermudez. We got Ruby Ann on the 12th. We got Monica Salivar on the 16th, man. And then we got Nantane Mata on the 18th, guys. So we got a lot of things coming up. God bless you guys. Welcome into the New Mexico Radio Talk Show. Want to welcome in my special guest or our special guest. This guy, he shows us a lot of love, a lot of support, man. And I think he understands the support system, right? Because if you want people to support you, got to support the others, right? And that's just how it works in this business. Um, so yeah, support all artists, all DJs, all podcasters out there, all promoters that are doing their thing out there. So I want to welcome in a good friend of mine. This guy tunes into the shows quite often, and we want to know why he likes to tune in. No, but he tunes in every single week, man. And I know we're on the same time zone. Um, Sometimes it could be later that we're on sometimes, and he pops in. But I want to give a good warm welcome to a good friend of mine, Mr. Noel Hernandez, all the way from the Cedar de Utah, man. That is far from where I'm at, but he tunes in because he has a good time. So we're gonna welcome a good friend of mine, Noel Hernandez. We were supposed to have him on a couple weeks ago, but we got him on today. What's going on, Noel?
It's not much. How's everybody doing out there? Thank you for having me on your show, Henry. Um,
Well,
yeah.
thank you for coming back on with us, man. I know we have
Oh, you
technical
bet.
difficulties. It always happens, right? Never
Yeah.
fails with the technical
Well, I'm
difficulties,
not
and
very tech savvy anyway, so
so it all worked out in its favor, right? It all worked
yeah.
out.
Yes.
So, man, tell us a little bit of Utah, man. You sing music, man, and you live in Utah, man. So, um, how did you want to become a musician? How did it all start out? Did somebody in a family member, friend, or did somebody
Yes.
spark light?
My
Keep going?
my grandpa. Well, my dad was my mom's from Eagle Lake, Texas, and my dad was from Mexico, but he was raised in Far Texas. So it was always South Texas Tejano music in the family. My grandpa was a musician. My dad was a musician. My uncles, all my brothers, and I'm the youngest. So at a very young age, as soon as I grew up, was able to walk and talk, I knew I was going to be a musician. It was just in my blood.
No, that's good, man. I mean, because it's not easy, man. If you're not coming from a musical family, even if you are coming from a musical family, I mean, thing is, man, is it doesn't matter if you're the lead singer or if you're the bajo player or the drummer. You don't know what your career is going to be like, right? You don't know if you're going to still
Andale,
continue
exactly,
to be a drummer
exactly.
or to be the bajo player, and then
Andale.
eventually you're going to create your own band. Eventually, right? I mean, depending on
Yes.
the scenario, right? And but if
Andale.
but even if you come from a musical family or not, you got to figure out, okay, what am I going to be?
Andale.
Because
Yeah.
if you're the lead singer in the band, of course you got it made. You know what I mean? So
Andale.
um you got it made, with being the lead singer. So, and if you don't sing, well, you got to figure out, okay, well, how do we come about this? Do we got to go to course 101, or do we got to go to
Andale.
karaoke, or how do we do this, man?
Yeah. A lot of times I think you need to be born with it. You know what I mean? If you're born with it, it comes natural to you, and it just depends on how you promote it and who you surround yourself with.
Well, yeah, and everybody thinks it's easy to become a singer, songwriter.
Oh yeah.
Um, My gosh, man! Everybody asks me all the time, like, "What is it? Why is it so easy to become a singer?" Well, first of all, it's not that easy.
Yes. I've been doing this for 43 years,
That's a
and
long time.
I'm barely getting to. But most of my career, I've never really pushed it to be out there in the front man or anything until about 2010, 2009. It's when one of my good friends approached me and we started recording. and that's when I started. He lit the fire in me. I was like, well, you know what, I can do this. But it's not easy. I mean, it's taken me 43 years to barely get recognized in the industry. So it's tough. It's not easy.
No, no, it is tough because I mean, and this is what people don't understand too, Noel. The thing is, when somebody wants to put music out there, right, they gotta find the right tune, the right musicians, the right recording studio, and it takes a lot of work, man.
It does. It takes a lot of work. Yes.
I mean, you know, anybody could put out a song within 5-10 minutes, but is it going to sound cheesy? Is it going to sound
Andale.
great? You know what I mean? And
Yes.
then these big record labels, right? These phenomenal record companies, right? They're not going to put out something cheap, so it's going
Andale.
to take them a little while, may take you a
Yes.
month, may take you a year to get it out there, but they're doing their thing, you know what I mean? So I mean, the thing is, being a musician, you have to work at it, right? But the thing is,
Yes.
people think it's so easy, but it's not. It's not as easy as you think. So
It's not easy. No. No, it's very difficult. I'm just blessed to have I finally teamed up with Rick Fuentes. He's my producer, my mentor. So I've just been blessed. He's awesome at what he does. And I got surrounded with good musicians through Rick, and it's just been going great.
no, I mean Rick Fuentes is a good friend of mine. He is multi-talented, man.
Yes, he is. Yes,
He's got that brown sound in him, man. So
he
you know,
does. Yeah, and he got the sound that I like. Que está Tejano sound. You know what I mean? And he's mastered that sound. That's what I like. I mean, I like all Tejano en conjunto, pero my forte, I should say, is orquesta.
I mean, yes, but look at Noel, look at Ruben Ramos, look at Little Joe with those horns, man. And,
Yes,
and not a lot of musicians, not a lot of artists have that. You know what I mean?
yes, it's a unique sound. Yes, yes. I've been
It's an
blessed
awesome
to
sound.
yes,
No,
I've
it's
been
an awesome
blessed to,
sound.
to yeah, I've been blessed to team up with Ruben Ramos. He's also a very good friend of mine and mentor, and we spend a lot of time in the studios. Every time I'm out there in Kyle with Rick, we're hanging out with Ruben, and we're doing music, and we're sitting in the studio and shooting the breeze and talking music. It's awesome.
So there's a lot of musicians out there, right? Male and female, and there's a lot of bands, man. I see it all the time. I'm always surfing the web, because that's how I get these artists on our shows, right? And I'm like, man, check out this band, check out this artist. Like, where in the hell did they come from? But
Yes,
everybody's creating music, man, and but it's awesome, to see that people are continuing their legacy, their careers, rather if they're singing Tejano or country or R&B or jazz. I'm just looking at the picture, man. Just everybody wanted to create something, rather if they took over
yes,
from the family member or from a family owned band. And I'm just like, wow, check this out, man. And it's just pretty cool. But there's a lot of musicians out there. So is there any collaborations you like to do something with somebody out there that's present, that's passed away, or that's new, or anybody out there that catches your eye, Noel?
Well, I had the honor of meeting Little Joe,
Wow.
and on this video, he was with me on this my last music video.
I saw that.
And yes, that's a dream of mine to do a collaboration. Who knows? It might be coming. You know what I mean? Do a collaboration with Little Joe.
Little Joe, where you at, my friend? Where you at?
Who knows? It might be in the works. Yeah. So that's my ultimate dream is Little Joe.
Because there's so many artists out there, man. It's tough. I mean, if somebody was to ask me that question and I'm an artist, I'm gonna be like, all of the above.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of talent out there. Jay Perez is awesome. I love his music. David Lee. It's just everybody. I love the Tejano music as a whole. And there's so many talented artists. The industry leaders and a lot of new talent coming out every day. Very talented musicians.
Oh yeah, man. There is just so many musicians. Not even funny. like I said, I'm looking at the media, man, and I'm just like, where did this artist come from? Or
Yeah,
even better,
andale,
even better. I mean, you go to TikTok, and you're like, man, where did this DJ come from? Uh,
andale.
or where did this podcast come from? You're like, whoa, what the heck? But I mean,
Yes, it seems.
but everything is just coming together, man. I just see a lot of people working hard at it, man, and I praise that.
Yeah, it's you see every day new bands come out. Somebody releases a new band, new single, and it just keeps going. And it's good for the industry because we need that. We need a fresh new talent out there because just keep the onda going.
Well, yes, because the thing is like, our legends are getting up in age, and they're getting up, and and it's not just only up in age. They've already put out 40 years of music, right? And
Andale.
I mean, where's our genre gonna go? But
Exactly.
and I hate to cross this path or cross this road, but it starts with the bars, the clubs, the festivals, giving our up and coming artists a chance to perform at their
Andale.
venues and their festivals. Um because what's going to happen when they don't give them that chance? Some of these artists are going to turn it down, and
Andale.
then they're gonna get disappointed and stuff like that. So that's where it starts at, man. The bars, the clubs, the festivals, the little restaurants. Even on a Wednesday night, man. Because I remember back. I mean, I'm only 30 years old, Noel. So I
Mhm.
remember. I mean,
Andale.
I've seen and I've heard. Back 30, 40 years ago, the bands are busy Thursday through Sunday, sometimes 7 nights a week,
Andale.
7 days a week. Now you can't even get them a gig for one night a week.
Yeah, here in Utah, we started out Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays at the clubs, and
Right.
then they started doing Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and then we ended up doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday, and still working full time plus overtime on Saturdays. It was tough. It was tough. A lot of no sleep. A lot of on the road quite a bit. So it's tough.
And even now, try to do that now, man. It's tough because a lot of people don't want to pay. I mean,
Andale.
that's where it's
Yeah.
at. I mean, because
Yep.
a lot of bands, they're used to that. The Thursday, the Fridays, the Saturdays, the
Andale.
Sundays, and even throughout, or even doing 7 nights a week, or 7 days a week,
Yes.
because that's a full time job.
Andale.
Um, but nowadays people don't want to pay. So to go back to that, man, I don't know what we need to do or what needs to change for that to happen, man. Because I mean, you would find Tejano music, or even not even Tejano music. You would find a band or an artist performing. You're like, wow, check this out. I was
Yeah.
over here playing on a Thursday night over here at this spot, and then you see him playing over here at this spot. The following week,
Yes.
and
Andale.
it's just, I mean, we got to come together, man, and see what we can do to make that happen again, man, and get these artists out there and get them out there. Because what's going to happen when little Joe retires, Ruben Ramos?
Andale.
um
Andale.
I mean, we're not going to have them performing forever. I mean, we wish we will, but
Exactly. Yeah, it'd be nice, but it's
at some
reality
point,
is it's yeah.
your voice goes, you know what I mean, at some point.
Andale. Yes. At some point, you got to hang it up, or you know what I mean. Yeah. So hopefully, they'll start giving the new artists more time and a lot of shows like the big shows and big venues and give us a chance to get out there. You know what I mean? And let us prove what we
Even like
have.
for shows like yourself too, Noel, to get out there too for your
Yes.
fans and everybody that supports
Andale.
your music, man.
Yes.
You have some great music, man. I don't know who
Thank
does
you.
all your work and stuff like that, man, but the stuff that you put out is, I mean, the thing is, like I said, you don't want to put out cheap quality recordings or cheap
Andale.
quality music. So yeah, you're gonna
Andale.
spend the extra dollar and put the work into it, right?
Andale. Yes, my producer Rick Fuentes, he's meticulous. In the studio, we record, and then he spends countless of hours just editing and fixing this, and it's just crazy what he does. He just goes and goes, and yeah, but you can't put out nothing cheesy. It's got to be top notch to get the airplay to be able to compete with everybody out there because there's a lot of good talent. You have to go out there, be able to compete with everybody else.
And then on top of that, okay, so you're working on a single, right? and you're trying to put it out there for yourself, but also for your fans. But then once you put it out, somebody else is working on something totally different. So, I mean, I feel for these artists, man, because I'm like I said, I'm looking at the media, I'm looking at the posting, and I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody just put out something else, and I'm like, man, with all this animosity with these artists, man, I'm just like, man, if we could all just come together,
Andale.
we can show a lot of stuff, man. But
You
you know,
know, we support
it's a
each
lot of
other.
work
We
to
come
put.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to support each other.
we support each other because there's enough fans for everybody, for all of us. You know what I mean? We're bigger, better, stronger in numbers.
Of
You
course,
know,
of
if the
course.
Hana music, we need to be united together and be as a whole and make us that much bigger, better, and stronger industry.
Well, yes, it's good that you said that because here's where it's at, man. Is all the support, right? But the thing is I'm not here to take your followers from your Facebook. And you're not here to take mine. It's here to, hey man, if I can help you, you can help me. Hey, that's how it
Andale.
works. And
Yes.
and people have never heard of. I mean, I'm sure people never heard of you. I mean, the thing is
Yeah.
like it's sad, man. I don't know what it is that people don't get heard. I don't know.
Andale.
Um,
Yeah. I can't
it,
explain it. I don't know.
we're not the best. Like I said before the show, I am not the best at what I do with promotions, management, and this podcast. But we try to be the best that we possibly can do. And we're not a radio station, so
Andale.
we try to put out all the music we possibly can. Rather if I don't like it, or rather if the fans don't like it, I still put it out there.
Andale.
Now if I get blocked, I get red flagged. Well, no, hombre.
Yeah. Andale.
But
Yes.
I don't know what it is, man, that people don't that they don't hear the artist. Oh, I never heard of
You
that guy
know,
before. I never heard of that artist before. Like,
You know
what?
what would help out the artist a lot is if you see a new artist and pops up on Facebook or whatever, and you like it, share it because now it's going to be shared to your list. If you have 500 or 5,000 people on your list, it's going to be shared to them. And out of those
Exactly.
5,000 people, if two or three start sharing it, it's just going to grow and grow. But if they listen, oh, está de aquellas, bro, and I like it, and you leave it there, it ain't going nowhere.
That's a very great example to put out there, man. A- and I try to share as much as possible, man. I mean, I'm never too busy to not give a little share because it takes what 5 seconds, to hit the
Andale,
little share button and pow.
just a little like and share, yeah, and then it's moved on.
That's
It
all it
moves on to
takes.
somebody else's demographics and somebody else, and it just keeps going.
But yes, I can't express that enough, man. Give a share, give a like, give a follow.
And then
So for you, Noel, what's working on for you, man, in the new year, man? I know we're 29 days, about to hit another milestone, man. About to hit another month of
and then
a new month, man. On La Máquina of
yeah,
2026.
February,
I
yeah,
mean, I no, hombre, man. 30 days ago. I mean, 30 years ago. 30 days ago, we were just in 2025, man,
and
and
then yeah,
everybody puts that on a backwash, because it's whatever happened 2025, it can't happen this year. You gotta you
and
gotta
then
you gotta move forward. So what's
gotta move
working on
forward.
for you? What are you working on in 2026? What's in store for you?
Right now, still have a CD in the works. Been working with Rick Fuentes. Hopefully, within 2 3 months, the CD will be released. I've been collaborating with, been blessed to collaborate with a lot of talented artists. So have some collaborations coming out. Also, some new music, new videos coming, and staying busy. And then hopefully, after this CD is released, like I said, I'll be working with. I do a lot of work with Beto Ramon. He does a lot of songwriting. So in the near future, we're going to be working on a 100% original CD with
Man, did you
Beto Ramon.
did you hear that? Noel just put it out there, man. Original 100% original. Man, when did I learn how to speak Spanish? No, hombre. All of a sudden, I hit the SAP button on the computer
Yeah,
screen.
Andale. Yeah,
Once
so
again, man,
hopefully that's
100% originals, man, coming out, man. Sued, man, by Noel Hernandez. And guys, if you never heard of Noel Hernandez, man, give him a follow on his social medias, man. I'm sure he's on Facebook. I'm sure. Well, of course he's on Facebook,
Yeah.
right? That's where we're streaming.
Yeah, ándale.
um,
Yeah.
he's on Facebook. He's on YouTube. He's on all those social media platforms, man. And bear with him. He's not tech savvy, pero he'll get back to you. All right. So give him a
Ándale.
share, give him a
Ándale.
follow, man, and look him up on all those media platforms for his music. Request it, download it, purchase it. Look up his merchandise. I mean, it all helps, man, for these artists, man.
It all
And
helps, yes.
one thing, Noel, like I said, for these artists that are wanting to record, that are wanting to put out their music, it is a lot of work because you got to pay for studio time, you got to pay for good quality
Ándale.
music, and videos, and the graphics, and
Ándale.
the promotions about it, and it all comes into to a piece of the pie, right? And
Yes, it
but
does.
but but where it also helps out is when people purchase a song, when they
Ándale.
purchase your poster, your merchandise, so you can
Yes.
get re-involving current money, so you can go to the studio and
And
work on your
keep
craft. And
producing.
that's what right, and keep
Yes.
producing. It's a lot of
Yeah,
work, man, for all these
it
artists.
is. It's nonstop. When I get a CD or a single comes out, it's released, I'm already working on the next one and the next one. And once the CD is released, we don't stop. The studio time don't stop. 'Cause we do. If you don't produce, you drop off the charts, and then no airplay, and then people instantly forget who you are. So it's just tough. You got to stay in the studio constantly, and
Well,
you don't want to stay up with the modern music and keep going forward. Progress.
Well, it's just like, like you said with the studio time, people don't understand. If you're paying by the hour, if you're paying by the
Dale.
day, or paying by the month, or by the
Yes.
year, or however that label works, and that could be a racked up bill. Like you said, you got to be
Yeah.
on top of it. You got to be on the go and can't stop because you don't know what you signed. Well, you know what you signed up for, so you're able to
Yes,
take
andale.
time off, but you don't want to fall off the tracks. But yes, get out there, man. Go support these artists. Go support Noel Hernandez. Noel, what do you do on your downtime when you're not in the studio recording? And what do you like to do when you're not
Um,
performing?
well, when I'm not performing, I like fishing, camping. We have the mountains here, so we're up in the mountains, or we take the jet skis out to the lake, and take the family and go to an Airbnb on the lake with the jet skis. Just have a good time with the family. Have a good time with my grandkids. My grandkids, they don't leave me alone. Grandpa, where you going? I said, to nowhere. I want to go nowhere too. They're stuck on us. So I always have my grandkids. I'm blessed.
No, it's always great to be blessed, man, and especially you can't take this too serious, man. And and it's cool that you kind of get away from it a little bit. You go with the family, and fishing is a good little relaxation. Sometimes it could be cold, sometimes it could be hot.
Andale.
But you're out there enjoying yourself, right? Especially with your
Yes.
family, friends. You're out there trying to catch a fish, of course, to come home and cook it or whatever,
Andale.
or catch and release, just for the funds,
Yeah.
and get your mind off a little bit of music for a little bit, and then come back during the week, man. Come back Monday morning and hit the studio real hard, and that's
Andale.
what it takes, right, to be an artist. And those little things, man, is where it's at, man. Is just take a little time,
Yeah.
go hang out with the fam, do your thing, and you're ready to go for the
Andale.
week.
Yeah. Another thing I like to do is I love to cook.
Oh my.
As you can tell on my pages, I do a lot of cooking.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to make a trip to Utah very soon then,
Andale.
right?
Yes, I do. I love to cook. I do a lot of Texas style barbecues. And around here in Utah, there's barbecue, but I don't really consider barbecue. But I do a lot of barbecuing. I love to cook. A lot of times the Lord will bless you with the talent just to see what you do with that talent. So I've been blessed, and I do a lot of stuff for the community. I go out and I cook for the homeless. I feed the homeless, the needy, the hungry whenever I can. I do a lot of fundraisers. People lose a loved one unexpectedly. They can't afford the proper burial. I'll go donate my time, my food, and we'll put out there and we start selling food so we can give that person a proper burial. So I'm blessed, and it just keeps coming back.
No, that's pretty good right there. So we got a lot of people checking in, man. We got my brother-in-law in the house, man. We got my sister in the house out there, Paul and Jessica, all the way from Gilbert, Arizona. We got Lupe Castro in La Casa. We got looking down the list here, we got Roxanne Ruiz in the house. We also got Darlene Garza Benavides saying saludos to everybody out there. Bienvenidos. Welcome in everyone. This is if you haven't heard of this guy, man, this guy is Noel Hernandez, man. He's all the way from the beautiful city of Utah, man, where it gets really, really, really cold and
Really
really,
cool.
really a lot of snow, man.
Andale.
Um, so can you describe us something of a moment where you wanted to, quit and what kept you going in the music business? How did that all come out for you, Noel?
Well, there's been a lot of downs. There's been times that when I first decided to go on the road on my own and head out, it's tough because I really wasn't accepted as a Tejano musician. They would say this guy's not from Texas, and it was tough. It was tough. I went out to Texas a couple times and moved out there and ended up coming back to Utah, and then I finally teamed up with Rick Fuentes, and he was a blessing to me. I mean, he took me in, and not only did he produce my music, but he tells me what I need to wear, how I need to dress, what I need to do, everything. And through Rick, I teamed up with Ruben Ramos, Joe Bravo, Cesar Martinez. We teamed up with Little Joe. I got to meet all the big artists and Gilbert Velasquez. There's a couple times I brought Rick down here to Utah, also Rick Fuentes and Ruben Ramos and Vic Nash came with them a couple times, and then we had Gilbert Velasquez was here, so I got to meet Chris and everybody, all the good musicians and good talent musicians. So I've been blessed.
No, and that's where it's at, right? When you consolidate, with great people, right, and great friends, because it's tough to find great
Andale,
workers and great people that want to be a part of your journey, because a lot of them are here to see what you're trying to do, and then they go and take it somewhere else, right? and
andale.
and and it's always great to always find good people, and you just mentioned a few good ones right there. Chris, Rick Fuentes, good friend of mine, very talented musicians, man. Everybody in that whole crew, and you being able to connect with them. Joe Bravo, another good great guy, man. God bless rest his soul, rest in peace. Descanse en paz. Good legend out there as well.
Yes,
And you being able to partner up with Ruben Ramos, being able to have three hits out there with him. How
yes,
cool is that, man? That's
yes.
somebody's biggest dreams, right? To record
Andale.
with their idols
I,
or their
I
right.
I remember when I was a little chavalito, my dad would listen to Ruben y Alfonso Ramos and the
Right.
records and the Little Joe and all these artists. And here I am recording with them, hanging out with them. That's and being from Utah, nonetheless. You know what I mean? I'm just blessed. It's awesome.
Right, exactly. No, exactly. Lori Maldonado says saludos all the way from H Town, Houston,
Saludos,
Texas, man.
Lori Maldonado. Yes.
That's
Saludos
right.
to everybody out there.
So, let me ask you this, man. What kind of message do you want people to take from your work? What kind of message do you want people to take from all that?
For my work, I always put 110%. Rick puts 200% because he just nonstop. He just, did you hear that? I didn't hear nothing. Well, I did, and he goes and fixes a little crack. So he knows his job. When he produces my music, every time I release a CD, I like to make the first song up to number 10 that everybody can enjoy the whole CD. Get your money's worth. I put out 110% on every song, so I'd like to think of every song is going to be a hit. That's the ultimate goal is produce a record that's going to be heard by everybody. Every song. Oh, I like this one. Oh, I like this. Oh, this was each. This was even better. I like keeping it going.
No, of course, of course. Right here, man. Got a good friend of mine, man, out of California, Jimmy Romero. Big shout out to you and Alvia out there, man. Big shout out to you guys out there. We just had we just had his artist on the show yesterday, Alvia Cardena, man. I got to get that right. So we just had
Cardena.
her on the show last night, man.
Ándale.
Awesome souldy recording artist, man. She sings not only but souldy, she sings a little bit of everything, guys. So if you
That's
get a
good.
chance to
That's
give her
good.
a follow, man, please do. All right. I just got off the phone with him a little bit about a half hour ago. But yes, I mean, the thing is, man, you want to put your everything you can, right? And as a
Yes.
musician, it's a little bit different for us as a DJ and a podcaster and a promoter and a distributor, right? um because we're not putting out music, we're sharing the
Ándale.
music, we're distributing it to the DJs, to the FMAM stations. But for you guys that are recording it, you always want to make sure it's a 110% your all.
Ándale.
And and the way you said it, every hit, you want it to be a hit, you know what I mean? And you
Yes.
never know as an artist what song is going to make it or break it, right? Just look at
Ándale.
all
Yes.
these other big time musicians, right, that are big in the industry, whether if it's in the Tejano scenes or the country scenes or the R&B or the hip hop or country, right? The thing
Ándale.
is, they all have one hit wonders, and it's like,
Ándale.
what the hell happened,
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, why do they only have a one hit wonder?
Yeah.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, you get some of them that got five hits that are still
Yeah.
doing very well on the radio stations and then on XM AM or whatever that Sirius XM and stuff like that. But my thing is, why would you only want to have one hit wonder?
Ándale. Yeah.
To
Yes.
me, if I'm a musician, Noel, I want to have multiple one hit wonders,
Ándale.
man.
Yes. Exactly. That's the ultimate goal is to have hit after hit. It's everybody's dream, you know.
But but to put a note to that, it starts with the FM stations, the AM stations, to put out the music, man.
Ándale.
Because where's the culture going, right?
Ándale.
Oh, hold on, let me go talk to my program director. Ooh, que la máquina.
Ándale.
Program
Yeah.
director,
Ándale.
and then it never gets
Yeah.
played. So all that
Yes.
hard work money that you paid for to get the song recorded through a professional studio, and it's not getting any airtime.
Ándale. If most a lot of times if you're not a headliner, you know, it's hard to get the airplay.
Well, it's like this too. It's who you know and how much you pay.
Ándale. Yes. It is. Yes.
I mean, it's the real talk, man. I mean, it's who you know and how much you're paying to put your music out there.
Ándale.
Like, and I don't know if I could ever be that way, man. I mean, because yes, you see at the top of the header here, man, New Mexico Radio Talk Show. Yeah, of course, eventually we are going to hit the lottery and get us a radio station eventually.
Ándale.
But But the thing is, man, is like you don't have to come to me and hey, man, I'll pay you $50 or hey, I'll pay you a hundred
Ándale.
bucks or pay you $20 or I'll give you a free T-shirt, I'll give you a free CD. No, hombre, you
Yeah.
don't have to come to me for that. Send me the
Yeah.
music, I'll put it out there.
Ándale. Yeah. I've been in that sense. I've been very blessed because I get a lot of positive feedback from the radio stations. The terrestrial radio stations, KLMO, and not every station. Every
Exactly.
evening, I'm everybody's going live, and I'm spending time. My wife said, "What are you doing on Facebook again?" I said, "No, I'm out there, supporting the stations like they support me. I'll log in 5-10 minutes this station, and I got to jump to the next station and the next station. And they all recognize me, and I'm getting airplay, but I'm also supporting them at the same time. You know,
No, I mean it's the truth, man. So yeah, that's just where I'm at, man. It starts with the FM AM radio stations, man, and now you got all these mobile online radio stations también too.
yes,
And it
yes,
starts right there, man. It starts with the online stations and the FM AM stations, man, to put out the new music, man. And it's just been my character, Noel, to push new artists, push new music. Don't get me wrong, I love interviewing the legends, because there are legends,
yeah,
right? And
andale,
it's good to get to know everybody's story and how they became a musician. And we don't know if this is going to be your full-time career. We don't know if this is just a hobby you like to do. We don't know what it is, right? That's why we bring you
andale,
on our show to talk about it, to see what's going on. But the thing is we love to support the new music. That's what I've done. when I was on the radio station many moons ago, about 5 6 years ago, man. It was just something like that, man. I love to be putting out the new music, putting out the new artist. And like I said, I love playing the legendary music. Don't get me wrong,
Ándale,
but it's it's a time to put in there for up and coming artists también too. I mean, yes,
ándale,
still play your Rumi Ramos, still play your Little Joes, still play your Jay Perez's,
ándale.
um, but and still play your Selena Quintanilla songs. Pero in
Ujú,
between those, put a new artist in there, put a new hit in there. You got new music coming out too, Noel. So put that in your
ándale.
rotation. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Don't because you're not a big name, don't put it out there, right? Put
ándale.
put it out there anyway. So, I mean, we try to help out as much as we can. Like I said, we're not the greatest at what we do, but we just try to put the right music in there. So, we're not we don't charge. We don't I mean, just because you come
Yeah.
and get on my promotion label and stuff like that, we're not that's not how it works.
You
You
know,
send the music gets sent to me from whoever, Noel, it's going to get played on the New Mexico Radio Talk Show when we do our music shows and stuff like that. And
yep.
but yes, Lori Maldonado says great job, Noel. Much success to you
Well,
is what she puts out
thank you,
there.
Lori.
So
Thank you, Lori. Shout out to Lori Maldonado. También. She's awesome.
no, but yes,
Yeah.
it's not like I said, it starts with our radio stations. It starts with the DJs wanting to push it because
I appreciate what you guys do for us. I get a lot of love from a lot of radio stations, and as
exactly.
soon as as soon as I log in, they're on it. They're playing my music, and without you guys, our music don't get heard. So we really appreciate everything that you and all the radio stations, the DJs, and everybody does for us. It's something you guys do for the love of the music. To keep our culture, our heritage, our music going forward. Without you guys, we're nothing. Without you, the DJs and our fans, what's we won't get hurt. So we appreciate everything you guys do.
No, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you tuning in on a dead night when you're not in the studio, you're not with your
Andale.
family, and I'm like, look, check this out. If it's not you joining in on a in hold on, if it's not you joining in on us, it's either Danny Noyola and his wife out of Corpus
Andale.
Christi, or it's David Vela, man. You guys, man,
Yes.
are like in that circle, man. And there's times where I have all three of you guys
At the
in the
same
chat
time,
feed
yeah.
over there. I'm like,
Andale.
check this out, man. We got awesome repeated followers, man. Check this out,
Yes.
and they're artists.
Yes.
How
Andale.
cool is
Yeah.
that, man?
Because a lot of times, like you said, you're playing new music,
Hello, Dina.
and I'm like, wow, this person, that's a good song, and then I look him up on Spotify, and I start listening to all this music, all these new artists, and you guys are putting it out there for me, and I'm like, I wonder who that is, and I'll look it up, and then they add it to my playlist, and my playlist just keeps growing and growing, so it's a good thing.
And there again, they got a new listener, new follower from an artist. You
Andale,
know what I mean? How cool
andale.
is that? You know what I mean?
And then if we like and share it, we have our 5,000
Right.
people,
Right.
friends. It's shared to 5,000 friends, and it's going to snowball from there. It just keeps going. One share, one like, it does a lot of good.
Well, it's just like this right here, Noel. I got 6,000 followers on my Facebook, and everybody's like, "Well, how come you got six? How come 6,000 people are not following you?" I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
So, and it's not the time zone because I've done shows at. I haven't done an interview during like a morning show, like at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning.
hmm
But I do music shows at 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning. But I've done shows like at that time in the mornings, right? And I still don't get 6,000 followers.
and then yeah,
I got six
yes,
thousand
tough.
people that are following me, but I'm like, why? How come they're not following the show? So, but
Yes,
yes, you're right. With the followers, you got 5,000 to 500 followers, and if you just do that one share, man, it's going to help. And just
yes,
look, you tune into our show, and you see somebody catchy, and you might want to do a
andale,
collaboration with them, and
andale. Yes,
they're following you, you're following them. It's all gravy at the end of the day. So
yes. Another thing is that I log into somebody's show, and some other DJs are in there, and say, "Oh, we got Noel Hernandez with us," and I get a lot of interviews from it because other DJs are listening to this certain station, and they hit me up. Hey, call me. Let's do an interview, and it just keeps going and going.
Well, that's how it should work, right? That's how it should
Yes,
work as
yes,
um and that's why I kind of do my interviews probably an hour later than most because
yeah,
I could do my interviews at 7 o'clock Texas,
yeah,
6 o'clock my time and be done early.
yeah.
But I respect everybody else's shows, that got their own shows
Ándale.
at 7 Texas time. So I said, you know what, I'll come on about an hour after them or whatever, and or 30 minutes after or whatever the time frame is, and I'll do my show. And hopefully I get them to tune in. If not, well, no, oh well, I
Yes,
don't cry
ándale.
over spilled milk. But what I do, I support them as well. You know what I mean? So I don't
Yes,
discriminate, or I don't have that hated thing towards me. So I don't go out there and so I do the best thing. I go support. So even if I'm in there for five
ándale.
ten minutes before my show,
Ándale,
hey, I,
exactly.
I, gave, I
Ándale.
gave I gave you a little bit of a little bit
Yes,
of you know what I mean in there.
ándale.
So
And then you have the fans, like there's a good friend of mine, Lupa Lescano.
yep.
She gets on there and she just tags and tags and she is nonstop tagging everybody and all the stations, not just one. She's out there, so shout out to Lupa Liscano.
Oh my gosh, man! Between her and Esther Norma, man, they both get in there, man, and
Oh, Norma, yeah, ándale, Norma is awesome también.
man, it is crazy, bro. On like, I don't understand how they do it, man.
Yes, ándale,
Like I don't understand. I mean, I have trouble tagging people before the show.
ándale. Yes, and they're
I'm like,
tagging all through the show.
I can't do that, man. I gotta focus on you. I gotta focus on the comments. I gotta
Yeah,
look at.
ándale.
I gotta look here, look there, look there, look there, man.
Yeah, ándale.
My head's like a swivel,
Ándale. A little bobblehead for
right?
that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ándale.
No, so
Yeah, but they're awesome. They support us a lot.
yes, I do catch that, man, and and that's how pretty much mainly I see what's going on out there, man. And yes, I check my Facebook every day. Yes, I check my TikToks and Snapchats and Instagrams and Twitters all the time. But when somebody makes a post or makes a share, man, it's gravy for all of us in the aspect because we're
Ándale.
like, oh wow, check this out.
Yep.
Let's bring them on, right? So my
Yeah.
thing is, brother, is like I see a post. I'm like, okay, well, let's see what Noel is working on. Let's bring him on the show.
Yeah.
Let's
Ándale.
let's reach out to him. So and here's another guy that tunes into the show también too, along with Noel and Danny and Mr. David Villa. I don't know where they're at tonight.
Hmm.
Well, Noel is here with us tonight on the show, but we got Mr. Joe Leal says saludos,
Jolie, ándale.
bendiciones, amigos, saludos to Lupe Luscano and Norma Salazar, man. Yes, I'm sure Joe Leal is catching in on our conversation right here that
Yeah.
Noel put out a shout out to Lupe Luscano. Yes, Joe Lupe Lescano and Norma Salazar, man. Those two ladies, man, they are great at what they do. Um, I don't know if they got a repeat button that
Yes.
they hit the repeat so they can bring in
And
more
something.
friends.
Yeah. And yeah.
But yes,
But they're going at it. Yeah.
also, man, I want to send a saludos, man, to the moderators of the New Mexico Radio Talk Show, um, Kendra and Dottie Hernandez. They're out of San Antonio, Texas. God bless you guys, man. So Joe Leal is in the house. Bienvenidos. Thank you, Joe, for listening in. Hopefully, you're having a good winter season out there in Chicago, right?
And
Is it cold over
saludos.
there?
Send a shout out to Joe Leal. Yeah, I've been listening to your music because he's been popping up a lot when I'm on the stations. And like I said, I tune in and I start listening to his music and I like his music.
There you go, Joe. You got a fat. Hey, look, there's my buddy right there. I think he heard me talking about him. Mr. David Vela says, "What's up, and dog and Noel David Vela, Oakland watching this guy right here, man.
Saludos.
This guy right here used to play with the Oakland Raiders back in the day, back in the 70s, the 80s,
In the
85
70s.
era, man. Mr. David Vela is a good friend of mine, man. David Vela, we got to bring you on the show, man, and have a good time with us, man. I know you're busy, but um, so yes, what kind of advice can you give to somebody wanting to create a career in the music industry or create a legacy for themselves or create a dream for themselves, what kind of advice can you give somebody, Noel?
Have patience because it don't happen. It definitely don't happen overnight. Like I said, I've been at this for 42 years to get to where I'm at, being recognized. Stay true to yourself. You know what I mean? Uh, you know, put your music out. Take the time and surround yourself with good, positive people. Always.
And you have to, right? You have to. And I think that's where and that's some great advice. I mean, even like for people like me and everybody that's listening in, man, take this advice from Noel Hernandez, all right? Because things don't happen overnight. Like me with this professional microphone on the show, it didn't happen overnight. You know, it took some time. Just like Noel invests in his music for performance, for recordings, for the graphic design. Same thing with Joe Leal when he puts it out there and he's out there in the studio working hard on his studio, paying for the studio. Same thing what we do here in our studio. We pay a little extra and we make our studio a little bit more nicer and they make their
Dale.
music more nicer. So it's a different, I mean, kind of same scenario, just a little different, right? So, but
Yes.
yes, I mean, you having a professional microphone does not happen overnight. It's just like when Noel goes out there to sing, he may have him all diamond microphone the next time he
Okay.
performs. And that's not going to happen overnight for him to get him a diamond
No.
microphone. So everything comes in with the price tag. But yes, come in, come into the hot seat, guys, and just take it as a grain of salt and come in happy, come in
Dale.
and, and
Yes.
and ju- and just enjoy it, right? I mean, I would love to get paid to be on the podcast. I love any sponsorships out there. No, just kidding. Uh, no, but the thing is, man, we do this because we love to be on the show.
Dale.
Um, there's times, Noel, I could be on here for freaking 2 hours, 3 hours, and I could be talking about nonsense, and I'm just like, how did I come up with that question, or where did I get that nonsense at? Where did I get that at? But the thing is, man, we do this because we love to be on the show.
Dale.
Eventually, we're gonna hit a sponsorship. Where you at? Where y'all
And
at, man? No, just
yeah.
kidding.
Dale.
Real
Yep.
quick, man, a good comment right here from Joe Leal. He puts, gracias, Noel Hernandez, checking out. Glad you enjoy my music like I do yours. It's always
Thank you.
great encouragement. Yeah, I mean, Joe, I know you're probably barely just catching in, but we were just explaining, man, if you have 5,000 friends or five friends and you see a post, man, it takes a 5 second, little quick little share. And not saying
Dale.
all 5,000 or 500 friends are going to follow that post, but it's always great to have that little share, man. And
Yes.
I like what Noel said on the show. He said he tunes in and he sees somebody on our show and he's like, "Oh shoot, let me go find him on Spotify or let me go find him on Deezer, Apple Music, and let me give him a like, let me give him a follow." And then
Mhm.
people become fans. So big shout out
Dale.
to both of you guys out there, man, supporting each other. It's what it takes, man, to be
That's
in
what
this
it's all
business.
about. Support each other. And unite. We can. There's strength in numbers. We all unite. We can go forward.
Yeah, so my thing is, um my thing is, Noel, is they always say our genre is going disappearing. And to be honest with you, everybody's got their own opinion, right? But
Hmm.
I don't think that's what's happening. I think what's happening is everybody's, got so much, animosity, so much hatred towards this
Andale.
musician, this promoter, this DJ, this podcaster, this here. But if we were all to get into a big convention center and everybody make a plan and plan it and make a whole year out of it, I guarantee it'll come back to where it's at, man. But everybody
Yes.
has that, that animosity against each other. Oh, I'm a better singer than you. Que la chingao.
Yes.
What did you say?
Yes. I know. Andale. Yes. Yes. Yeah. We need it. We need to unite. Put the animosity aside and come together. And it just there's like I said, there's strength in numbers. People that say that Tejano's dead, but people that say that they're not true fans because Tejano's never. It's right here. It's in the heart. It never dies. It's not just the music. It's a culture. It's how we live. Our language, Spanglish. And it's just something that I was used to listening to. Every Saturday morning. You wake up and your mom's got the music going and cleaning and having breakfast. It's in our blood.
And it's not like I said, it's not that it's dead. It's the people, like you said, the people who are saying that are not true to it. But here's the thing: it's not even dead to me. It's everybody bickering back and forth. To me, that's just me. If everybody was to just
Yeah,
come together all in one piece, um, I feel like we would be involving our cultura again.
ándale.
And it's like I said, it's not dead. I would never believe that it's dead. It's the
No,
people. It's the people that are making it dead. And
ándale.
and the thing is, people are not pushing it. You know what I mean? They're pushing all that
Yes,
norteño music, and
ándale.
and there again, I play norteño music on my show. I play country on
Ujú,
my show. I play tejano on my show. I play cumbias on my show. That's
ándale.
just what I play. So yes, guys, support everybody, man. Support everybody out there, man. God bless you guys, man. Thank you all for listening in to our conversation, man, with Noel Hernandez, man. He's been in the business long time, man. 40 something years, man. That's a long time. Think about it. 40 years ago, what he could have been doing, right? He could have been selling off to space, or
Ándale.
he could have been an actor, he could have been a professional fisherman. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do, you know what I mean? In 40 years, man, he's learned a lot. Um, he's putting out new music for you guys. He's got a new album gonna be coming out very, very soon. He's working on some original, 100% original music, man. It's gonna have his unique sound. Be
Ándale.
sure to give him a follow. Gives us a follow on our podcast, so it doesn't hurt for you guys to give Noel Hernandez all the way from Utah. Just because he lives in Utah doesn't mean he's a Tejano, all right? Um, so he's a hardworking musician. He's got some music out there with Ruben Ramos. Hopefully, he can work on one with Little Joe, Y La Familia, the King of the Brown
Ándale.
Sound. He works with Rick Fuentes from the Brown Express. Good friends of mine. Noel, is there anything you would like to say to your family, your friends, producers, management company, promotion companies, your fans before we head out, Noel?
Yes, I'd like to say thank you to, well, primeramente, gracias a Dios for allowing me the talents to do what I do. Primeramente Dios, without God, there's nothing. And I'd like to say thank you to all the radio stations, the DJs, like you, Hand Dog, everybody that shows me love. It's been awesome. Rick, my producer, he's one of the best in the industry. He surrounded me with all the legends and everything, all my fans. Without my fans requesting my music, this latest song with Ruben Ramos otra vez, it's was released a while back, but every time it goes to a different city, it's on the charts. The video's doing awesome. It's thank you to all the fans for supporting me, the radio stations for showing me all the love, and especially to my family, my wife for putting up with me, on the road and doing this and doing music and music. She's been 100% behind me. And that's
Exactly.
that's a good thing to have.
And right before we head out, man, that is a great one to have, man. That's what it takes a lot, man, to be with the wife or be with the husband or be with the guy or be with the girl or whatever, married or single or whatever, man. That somebody that's a musician, male or female, guys. But when you got that significant other, man, supporting you 110% when you first got together and knows your career, knows what you want to do, and supporting you all the way through it to till it falls off. Hey man, that's where it's at, man. You don't get that too much from a lot of these younger guys, right? Like me, and I'm not saying that I'm like that, but people my age, right? But the thing is, you don't see that. You see, people, wanting to leave and wanting to this, that, what for what
Ándale,
Noel Hernandez had just said, man. He's got his wife to support him. That's a big plus right there, man. If you ain't got the support system from the significant other, there's just no music career. And then
ándale,
and then it starts with your musicians. Once you got your musicians, everything is falling into
ándale.
place. So
Yes,
support. He's got the support system behind him with his wife, his musicians, his people, his fans. So guys, please, I humbly ask you, give Mr. Noel Hernandez a like, a share, a follow, purchase his music, purchase his merchandise. Look him up on Facebook under Noel Hernandez. You'll be able to see him on there, man. And just tell him I sent you, man, and just give him a like, give him a share, man, and support his new music that he's got releasing out with Rick Fuentes. He's got some new music, like I said, he's got a 100% originals coming out. God bless you, Noel. Thank you for hanging out with us. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
And
Can I do a quick shout out?
sure, man. Anytime.
I got some fans that have been behind me 100%. Johnny Riojas from Houston, Sal Monge, Norma Salazar, and Lupe Liscano, and Pat K. Hernandez. They're always right there with me 100%. I appreciate you.
No, you got it, man. Any shout outs, man? Any shout outs out there, man? God bless you too, Noel Hernandez, Lupe Lescano, Norma Salazar. God bless. Thank you, Noel. We'll see you next time on the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for giving us a little bit of your time. You could have been in the studio. You could be working on something. You could have been with the grandkids. You could have been with the wife eating dinner, but you're here with us tonight. God bless you.
Appreciate
Stay
it.
warm
God
out there
bless.
in Utah. God bless.
God bless.
Well, there you have it, man. Another one in the record books for the New Mexico Radio Talk Show. That's Noel Hernandez, all the way from the city of Utah, man. No, this guy is phenomenal, man. 43 years in the music business, man. Doing it strong, man. He's got some recordings with Little Joe. He's got some recordings coming up with Little Joe very soon. He's got some recordings with Ruben Ramos, man. And big shout out to everybody listening in. Thank you for jamming out with us and hanging out with us. Be on our show next week. God bless you. Have a safe weekend. And I do want to put this song out there one more time, man. And it goes a little something like this.
Otra vez con mi compadre en la capital de Texas, cantando con mis amigos, tomando unas cervezas. Ay, qué lindas tejanitas, de los pies a la cabeza. Hoy el pueblo está de gala porque canta Rubén Ramos. Es uno de los maestros de la música tejana. Que destapen la tequila, esta noche celebramos. Qué bonita es la cultura y la vida del tejano. Somos una gran familia, nos tratamos como hermanos.